Welcome to Mad Compilation. Each film is a race between humans and nature, where just one moment is enough to take your breath away. Now, let's explore with us the extraordinary moments when humans surpass all limits in the sky. Remember to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos. As a Russian plane landed amid flames at Moscow airport. Passengers struggled amid smoke and fire. Every moment a tense and haunting battle for survival. I also didn't think a plane could take off so quickly. Like an arrow cutting through the air, shooting up into the sky before you could blink. The feeling was both overwhelming and a little surreal, as if gravity had to give way to the will to fly. A Norwegian Airlines plane was forced to make an emergency landing at Birmingham Airport on June 16, 2018, due to a hydraulic failure. Rescuers immediately arrived at the scene. A unique moment at Schiphol Airport, Amsterdam, when you drive underneath a giant Boeing 747 crossing the runway bridge. Both thrilling and awe-inspiring at the power of aviation. What better way to witness the red arrows light up the skies than with a top-notch display at the 2024 Seoul Air Show? A visual feast of speed, precision, and passion. Russia announced that it shot down 132 UAVs, with 54 destroyed in Saratov alone. The war in the sky is getting more and more tense. The moment the Airbus A330 gently passed through the thick fog, touching down on the Milan-Malpensa runway in the hazy sunset, was truly a thrilling and beautiful sight. Amidst severe turbulence, the engine of the Air Canada 777-300ER shook so violently that it seemed like it was about to break in two. Haunting footage shows the moment an Israeli airstrike in northern Gaza, reportedly targeting a house in Bir al-Najah near the Jabalia camp. Winds of 150 degrees at 7 knots made the approach unstable, forcing the AN-320-200 to circle Vienna in the afternoon sun. It seemed easy, but every landing was always a test of the pilot's skill and alertness. The view is so great that it puts you right in the cockpit.
We're gonna see that. That's a stage.
Over the Colorado sky, the plane silently drew a mesmerizing white streak, like a whisper between the clouds and freedom. Surfer unexpectedly gets swept up in a giant crowd of dolphins, like stumbling into an uninvited underwater party, making the scene shocking and full of surprises.
Oh my god.
The F-22 Raptor performed a perfect Mongo flip using thrust vectoring that left the skies breathless. A stunning display of power and control in the air. What would you think if you were in the cockpit? Did you notice the moment the rockets collided? Oh my God. Panicked passengers ran from a plane that was engulfed in flames at Moscow's Sheremetyevo airport, like sparks rushing away from a fire in a scene filled with chaos and tension. A great moment at Fly Party 2024. Despite the light wind, pilots remained calm and in good spirits, not forgetting to wave to the audience below before landing. Passenger on a flight captured the moment. A huge plume of smoke rose from a fire near Paris airport, creating dramatic scenes just before landing. The nuclear-powered aircraft, USS Abraham Lincoln, has arrived in the Middle East, bringing with it a visible symbol of U.S. military power and commitment amid rising regional tensions. Tenzing Hillary Airport in Lukla, known as one of the most dangerous airports in the world, has proven itself once again.
Where's it gonna go?
At BHX, Ryanair cleared the runway just in time for the Emirates A380 to make its first approach. Perfect coordination between the two flights in high-frequency conditions.
Oh my God.
fighter jets facing each other is a vivid symbol of caution and underlying tension. A moment of tension and invisible respect between the great powers in the air. There's such a shake. The sky over Haifa lit up as the Iron Dome air defense system activated, demonstrating efforts to protect safety amid escalating tensions.
Oh, then they split up because there was one over here.
The moment a giant school of dolphins swam and danced in front of a tourist boat in Las Cruces, Argentina, was like an underwater flash mob performance that nature ordered specifically for tourists.
Oh, then they.
What did you see in that moment? The F-16 pilot ejected just before the plane crashed into a building near the Air Force Reserve Base. I saw there the extraordinary power of humanity. Three, two, one, get ready. It was a tense flight as the British Airways A320 departed Amsterdam and had to land as Storm Nelson continued to swirl. What could be more wonderful than the feeling of soaring through the rainbow-colored sky, where every ray of sunlight and color blends together to create a magical scene? Landing against the wind and still being safe, it's amazing. Congratulations on overcoming all the challenges. A multi-story building in Beirut was flattened in a daytime airstrike on October 22nd, leaving several people injured. No casualties have been confirmed. Security cameras captured the shocking moment. An Israeli missile hit a mosque in Gaza, creating a huge explosion and a column of smoke rising into the sky. The old Aero Super Boeing 727-200 took off just short of the runway at T2 Bogota, making for a very dangerous takeoff. Do you know what the plane is doing? Welcome to Skyathos. 737-800NG approaches. Land smoothly at JSI Airport, providing the perfect start to your exploration of this stunning island.